Hi there and welcome back to Dragonfall. I'm Byron and we're about to leave this safe house. Reine Neugier. That means like a pure curiosity. What do we have here? Mallet hallway. The dwarvish tech vendor smiles at you with practiced ease and her almond eyes twinkling with the glare from a dozen-twit screen. She speaks a chipped, heavily accented German. Welcome to the data heaven. Can I help you with something? I'm in the market for something exotic. What kinds of tech do you carry? Anything and everything. Need a new deck? Some software perhaps? I'm your girl. She taps a painted fingernail against the module plastic of a data jack. Or maybe you're a Ricker like I am. Perhaps I can interest you in a new drone or two? It all sounds whiz to me. Let's see what you've got. And Anya is neither a rigger nor a dagger, so that's nothing she could actually use. Well, what is our objective anyway? Meet with Altuk Burkatsi. Who's this? Lane. What's this? I don't know. This leads down again? To a subway station. U-Bahn platform, yeah. But there's nothing to be done here, I think. No. Okay. What about Samuel Beckenbauer? At the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there's kindness in his eyes. Guten Tag, elf. Can I help you with something? Oh yeah, she's an elf. I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I take it that you run a charity of some sort? He nods. Yes, it isn't much, but we do what we can. Such as? Give me specifics. He clears her throat, then begins to count off on his fingers. In the past several years I have established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of the Kreuzbasar to learn to better themselves. It isn't much, I admit, but it's a start. A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish. That is true. He nods to the orc at his side. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. I've got 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Kreuzbasar working with me now. They help me at the supply and stock the library shelves, and to do all the hundreds of other little things that a community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. She beams at a compliment. From her body language it's clear that she idolizes Beckenbauer. Now, do you have any more questions? If not, I will bid you good day. I do not wish to sound self-important or rude, but there are many pressing matters that demand my time. 15 assorted orcs and trolls. Does that mean that other races aren't welcome within the organization? That's taking a rather narrow view of what we do. Yes, it is true that my assistants are all members of the goblinoid races. It's also true that before they accepted my help, they were thieves, gangers and deadbeats. This is not because they were bad people, this is because those of us with goblinoid traits are feared, mistreated and denied gainful employment by a society that hates us. I hire only goblinoids because mainstream human society has created the need for me to hire only goblinoids. The orcs and trolls of the Kreuzbasar deserve a workplace where they will be treated with dignity and respect. All that being said, our services are available to all. We wouldn't turn a desperate person away regardless of that person's matter type. Even humans, the most privileged of all races, are welcome at our door. Isn't that what's most important? Your use of exclusionary language is telling. Even humans are allowed? Please, meine Freundin, he shakes his head. Don't make this into something it isn't. Who are you? The hell are you to question Samuel? What have you done to the Kreuzbasar? Or for the Kreuzbasar? No, there are more important things to do than argue about this, he nods at you. I'm sure that her heart is in the right place. Now, please, friend, there are many tasks that demand my attention. Is there something more that you need, or shall I bid you farewell? I'd like to talk about your organization. He nods. Yes, of course, please go on. I'm not donating money. I'd like to talk about your organization politics. Nothing for now. I guess that concludes our conversation. I'm not giving you money. How much money do I have? 1,250. Come on, Lane. Talk to me. Ooh. You're ugly. Before you stands a troll, though it is a stretch to say he is standing at all. His great mass is barely held upright by two vintage prosthetic legs, along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you? If you know Monica. Sure I know Monica. You one of hers then? There's something you should know about Monica. Something happened to her on the run. How do you know? It's written all over your face. I had a feeling. Besides, Monica almost always comes around after a run to check on everybody. She's long overdue. And now here you are in her place, so she's either severely wounded or outright dead. Which is it? We lost her. The grizzled troll nods grimly. Servos in his prosthetic complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh. Now, that's a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend. I'm Anya Juliet Laval, by the way. Good to meet you, Anya. My name is Alexi Lane. What's your place in the Kreuzbasar? No place really, just an old relic rusting away. Then I'll leave you be. So apparently we have to move into this direction. So we move into the other one. Just to explore things. Simi. Hey, talk to me, Simi. Warming herself in the dim light of a dying street lamp is a waif of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. The clothes she wears suggest the oldest profession, and the fog in the eye suggests a habit that demands such a line of work. The Mother Superior, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see to them. I wasn't aware of any convent or church nearby. She's there when I close my eyes, and I'm Maria. I thought you were Simi. She says I'm to be governess to the children. You notice a chip pack poking out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eyes mark her as a likely BTL junkie, lost between reality and any number of better-than-life virtual constructs. I need money to get back to them. Look, do you know Monica? Monica? Is she one of the sisters at the Abbey? No, wait, Monica. A flicker of recognition fights through the haze in the young woman's eyes. Yes, Monica, she's good to me, brings me food to eat and tea to drink. Something happened to her. Despite the woman's persistent delirium, she seems to glean meaning from your tone. She died? I'm sorry, she did. The girl grips her head with claw-like hands, tugging at her hair as if she might pull her brain out through her skull. I don't like this, but I can't switch it off. The girl's frail body shudders and her eyes grow large, but she does not sob. Instead, she smiles a sad smile which looks to have been worn all too often. She will go to heaven, she told me. It's a place for good people, stillborn babies and childhood pets. She was a good person. The girl then begins to mumble to herself while fingering the hair that covers the jack in her head. This story sounds familiar. Captain von Trapp is very well known and respected. The poor dear lost his wife and the children their mother. A child should not be without a mother, and a mother should not be without a child. Have you seen the captain? I'm going to step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. Oh shit. There's a ringing phone. If I've learned one thing from movies, you never, ever answer a ringing phone. Unless, of course, it's your phone. But bad things happen to you if you answer a ringing phone. Just move aside, walk on, don't care. The bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands. Its outstretched wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I'm Herbert Künzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Press 1, statue name. This is my tribute to victory, the victory of anarchy. It is both a citation and a parody of the statue we destroyed some 20 years ago. You may remember it from the history treats as the Siegessäule, or Goldelse. You destroyed the Siegessäule? No. Prayer number 2, installation history. Isn't it obvious? The Siegessäule, a monument to the hubris of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits. So someone takes a lot of bits and builds a monument to the hubris of anarchy. I mean, what is there more to say? Quote the artist. I'm the visionary Herbert Künzel from the Lindwürmer. Lindwurm actually is a very old ancient expression for dragon. You might know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I'm known for yet. But I intend to change that. All art is born from misery after all. Okay. So, although I said I would never actually answer a ringing phone in real life, since this is a game I'm gonna pick up. It's an old obsolete phone booth, it's ringing. Pick up the receiver. A monotone pitch adjust voice begins speaking almost immediately. The Schockwellenreiter's contract for this Keats is no more. Anja Juliette Laval is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secure line to the Keats. Well, Keats is a German expression for some kind of like a certain area of a city where you're at home. Or where somebody is at home. It's a certain area of a city where you used to live and hang out. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Who are the Schockwellenreiter? The Schockwellenreiter is fighting for the freedom and liberty of information in Berlin. The F-state manages many things at the Flux state, but information remains controlled. I guess Flux state simply means that there is anarchy in Berlin. Different factions working together in some way or another, but no real government. Corporations keep any information they can under lock and key, silencing dissent, silencing indiscretion, silencing the truth. And Schockwellenreiter, I think that is an expression that has been used in German history somewhere, but I probably have to Google that. I know that it's used, it means something, but I don't really know what it means. It has probably something to do with the revolution and stuff. Our goal is to liberate this information so that any who wish to may access it. Our goal is to liberate this information so that any who wish to may access it. Now it makes sense. And so that the F-state can regulate itself based on truth. We are simply a collective of like-minded individuals working toward this cause. And now that Monica is dead, you think Anja is gonna take her place? What else do you have to say? We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each 1. You may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. Okay, I looked it up, and Der Schockwellenreiter, actually that's a book. It's one of the first cyberpunk books. The original English title was The Shockwave Rider. It's our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought after information returned to this location. The line goes silent. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, apparently there's no note there yet. This is what remains of the Siegessäule. Shit. So, did we talk to you already? What's that? Triage Cyber Clinic. Dr. what? Xavier Etzkiebel. As you approach the elf, you notice that he is in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. You step away and wait for him to finish. You step away from the doctor and wait for him to finish. Soon enough, he presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, a $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Triage Cyber Clinic. He extends his hand to you. I'm Dr. Xavier Etzkiebel, and your name is? We shake his hand. Anya Juliette Laval, a pleasure. Pleased to meet you, Anya. What can I do for you today? Oh, you have cyberware? What do we have? Hit points and quickness. I mean, I can't afford much of that yet. Cyber eyes. Adds a +3 to hit. That's good, but that would be like most of my money. Since I don't really need it right now and I may have to spend it on other more important things, I will not buy it now, but I will buy it eventually when I have, you know, saved up a bit. Who are you? Zark Flash. You looking for someone, some magic, meine Freunde? Well, she's alone. So, meine Freunde is wrong. If you got the casual, Zack got the Flash. Unless he thinks the dog is also his friend. He was saying like my friends, but since Anya is alone right now. This elf has clearly seen better days. His skin is weathered and emaciated as though it has been stretched too tightly over his frame. Track marks line the crooks of his arms and dirty bandages wrap his knuckles. Despite all of this, he seems cheerful enough. The elf fixes his twinkling, bugged-out eyes on yours and offers you a broad smile, displaying a set of impossibly white teeth. When he speaks to you, his voice is surprisingly deep. Guten Tag, meine Freunde. That's like good day, my friend. You're here for some magic? Because Zack Flash, he gestures at himself with dramatic flourish, is your magic man. Magic? Are you a street mage? Zack lets out a throaty barking laugh. Street mage? Me? Do I look like a street mage to you? He shakes his head, but his smile doesn't waver. He fishes a small bag of pills out of his pocket and dangles it before your eyes. No, chumma, I'm not a street mage. I've got the magic in my blood and the magic in these bags, but you won't catch old Zack studying any spellbook. Okay, in that case, let's talk about the magic you've got in that bag here. What have you got? Apparently it's a shaman then. Oh, a little bit of everything. I've got your Zen and your Hyper, your Nitro and your Nova Coke. If you want it, I've got it. Or does he just have drugs? Zack leans towards you and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I've even got a special concoction of my own design, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're serious about getting high. So you wanna conduct a little business? What's the deal with the special concoction? Flash grins, broadens even further. His mouth is disturbingly large, and there is something menacing about the sight of those two white teeth. This is the real deal, chummer. A proprietary blend designed and delivered by yours truly. Pharmaceutical-grade kamikaze cut with genuine spirit residue from the tear and then mixed with my secret blend of herbs and spices. He produces a small packet filled with iridescent purple granules from the pocket of his dirty jeans. You wanna get high? Buy some Nova Coke and throw yourself a party. But if you wanna soar, you get yourself some flesh. So you wanna conduct a little business? What's up with the bandages on your hands? Zack snorts out a short burst of laughter. He waggles his bandaged hands in front of you. Oh, these? Nothing much, chummer, nothing much. Tussled with the spirit back in Amsterdam, you know. We elves are very spiritual people. Oh, come off it. Elves are not. Not the whole anymore. Not the whole any more or less magical than anyone else. I'm in a position to know. Zack lets out a short barking laugh. Oh, come on. Stop denying yourself. Embrace the power inside of you. You've got the mojo just like me. Accept it. Flash lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Between you and me, my mojo is stronger than any corp wage mages. Take those red scum bastards at Ed's technology. They cast spells all day and night, right? Fire this and lighting that. Just tossing them around like candy. Right. Well, me, I'm just doing my thing, not casting spells. I'm storing up my energy, saving it. Can you imagine how much magic I have? Well, what are you saving it for? I don't think that's how it works, Zack. Trust me, friend. I have secret knowledge. He slowly turns his head from side to side to give you a good look up his upturned ears. Like I said, it's in the blood. Well, if we had biotech, we could take a closer look at his ears, but we don't, so let's get down to business. So he doesn't sell magic, he just sells drugs. Okay. So we have already talked to Lane. Who is that? Gunnari Medbach. The Romani patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant and his breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Tavern Backstale Elf, whatever that may mean. You're here to conduct some business? If so, I welcome you to Mettenbach Arms and Ammunitions. If not, keep right on walking. I was actually hoping to ask you a few questions. You make a purchase, you can ask as many questions as you like. The corner of his mouth twitches upward. Make a big enough purchase and who knows, I might even answer a few. Haha, so what'll it be? Will you buy some guns or will you be on your merry way? What do you have? A Ares Predator or Predator. Oh, he has nice guns. Well, apparently I need a data jack for smart linking guns, so Anya will get a data jack. Ranged combat 4. Nice. We can get nice things. armor. Do you have armor, my love? No, probably not. But still, I don't wanna, like, spend half of my money on armor now. Right now I'm just window shopping. So this goes down to the subway, Moritzplatz. What's that? Tip the dancer? Yeah, I give her 5. Ooh. That's money well spent. Nice. Let's check the subway. Oh, another useless subway. Come on, get out of here, honey. What? Für die Menschen von Berlin, for the people of Berlin. That's what it says there. Hey, what's that? Taliskrämer. I guess they're selling talismans in here. Let's check. Absinthe. That's strong alcohol. Can make you blind. Something about the young elf behind the counter makes your breath catch in your chest. She's lovely to look at, but it's a strange kind of beauty. Her eyes are large and luminous and impossibly green. As she looks up at you, you can see that the irises are freckled with iridescent gold. Hello and welcome to Algernon's. Perhaps I can help you with something? No, wait, where's Algernon? Is that Algernon? As she smiles up at you, her eyes fixed on yours, a curious feeling of weightlessness fills your chest. It feels as though you're floating in a warm, calm sea. A gentle current pulls you closer to Absinthe, and the sensation is pleasant. As you drift, the golden speckles in her eyes begin to move. Look deeper into her eyes. The golden speckles in the elf's eyes shift and swirl, slowly picking up speed. It's mesmerizing. All at once, the specks explode into light and color. Absinthe's eyes now fill your field of vision, and it feels as if you are drowning in an alien sea. The patterns traced by the shimmering specks in your eyes are kaleidoscopic, enchanting, nearly impossible to turn away from. Shit, I don't have enough willpower to get loose. Oh, dang it. You are lost. The entire world has been reduced to a churning vortex of green and gold. Dimly you become aware that something is happening. You feel your body being buffeted by unseen forces, and suddenly everything goes black. Slowly, painfully, you struggle your way back to consciousness. The shop's owner, Algernon, is looking down on you, an expression of concern on his face. Absinthe stands beside him, her expression one of embarrassment. Welcome back, friend. Oh yeah, there's Algernon. Algernon extends a hand to help you to your feet. Absinthe shifts slightly to allow you to stand. What was that? What happened? My fault and my apologies. Sometimes when I daydream, I bring others along for the ride. It was unintentional. Yes, but there's no harm done, correct? You'll be fine. No harm done. If you'd excuse me, I'm going to stand in the corner for a while. Oh, for fuck's sake. Did it hurt? No, it didn't. Oh wait, she has armor. Secure samurai clothing. Okay. Armor of 1. Let's try this again. Absinthe keeps her eyes hidden from view. Please excuse me, I have work to do. Okay. Hi, Algernon, old friend. Greetings, young elf. Well, he probably won't recognize us. The elf's voice is smooth as silk and rich as clotted cream. Something about him instantly puts you at ease. I'm Algernon Halfdream, the owner of this establishment. In my shop you will find only the finest in magical paraphernalia. Now tell me how may I serve you, and maybe save me, I don't know. I have a question for you if you don't mind. You are in luck, I have great many answers. What kind of magic do you practice? Shamanic, hermetic? Personally, the true kind. But I sell goods tailored to all traditions. In my shop we do not discriminate. What's your story? Have you been in the Kreuzbasar long? I have many stories of dancing spirits and raging dragons, of unchecked magic and swarming chaos. All of these stories are true. As for the Kreuzbasar, I have always been here, quietly peddling my wares. It is a simple life, but a good one. What's the deal with your assistant? There's something funny about her eyes. Absinthe is a friend, nothing more. She helps out around the shop when a fancy strikes her. She's nobody's assistant and I'm no one's master. But her eyes? He pauses for a moment, considering. I believe that they suit her personality. Ha ha! Okay, what you selling, my friend? Yeah, well, magic. Sorry, wrong character. Caprice would have bought something maybe, but Anya wouldn't know what to do with it. Let's leave. The dog didn't help me at all here. Yeah. David. A pair of round eyes peer up at you from under the hood of a grime-smeared winter coat. You recognize him as David, one of the Kreuzbasar street kids. If you had to guess, you'd place him in his mid-teens, though it's different to tell beneath the grime and acne marring his face. You've seen him following Monica around between runs, chasing her heels like a lost puppy. She always seemed to have a soft spot for the kid. Oh, hi, Anya Juliette Laval. Have you seen Monica around? I've been looking all over for her. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, kid. The kid blinks, a blank expression on his face. She's dead, isn't she? It was quick. Wait, she didn't run peacefully. I'm lying to the kid. But I guess that's what you do to kids when it comes to death. It was quick. She went peacefully. That's the most that any of us can hope for. Yeah. Look, I think I want to be alone right now. That's cool. So, this is probably where we have to go. Did we talk to him? I guess we already did. Because this is where we came from, right? It's been so long, I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, we did. The tax seller. Good. So we will go in here in the next video. We have been exploring the Kreuzbasar in this video. It was fun. And the next video we will go down there. So thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye.